Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Bronze Age Omnibus of the Joker by DC Comics that was recently released. So let's take a look at it. First of all, I really like this artwork of the Joker on the cover. I have no idea who did it, but they did a great job. It's well done. Here's the spine. Here's what it would look like on your shelf. And on the back, we have the different issues, or at least some of them. There's a lot of issues in here, so I don't think this is all of them. And what's inside. There's a lot of issues inside here. It contains Batman number 251, 260, 286, 291 to 294, 321, 353, 365 to 366, and 400. It also has The Brave and the Bold, 111, 118, 129 through 30, 141, and 191. It has DC Comics Presents number 41 and 72, Detective Comics 475 to 476, number 504 and 526 and 532, Justice League of America number 77. It does contain the complete series from the 1970s of the Joker title, numbers 1 through 10. And it says that the Joker number 10 was lost and previously unpublished. So they obviously found it and included it here in the book, which is nice. And it also contains Wonder Woman number 280 to 283. This book retails for $100, but you can find it much cheaper online from various retailers. I got mine from Amazon. In Stock Trades is another good site to go to, and you can get them far cheaper than you can the cover price, so don't pay that if you can help it. This is a big book, as you can tell. Here's how thick it is. It's surprisingly light, though. They've had an interesting paper choice, and we'll go look at that in a minute. Nice sewn binding. Let's take a look at the cover itself of the hardcover. As you can see, it's got the Joker, the Bronze Age Omnibus, imprinted on the cover itself and on the spine. And on the back we have, it's really hard to tell, but I think you can see that, it's a print of the Joker laughing at you. Haha, buy my book. It lays out nicely. Got a nice table of contents here with a foreword by Denny O'Neil, who wrote a lot of Batman issues in his day. He's probably the most classic writer of Batman for DC Comics. Remember, this is not a storyline compilation. There are no tie-ins or crossovers or anything like that. This is a chronological order of the Joker appearances from the Bronze Age. Starts out in December 1969 and goes all the way through to January of 1986. So if you like that era like I do, it's a nice collection. It's got all the covers of the issues before you read them, so that's nice. Here's Justice League number 77. As I said, the paper is an interesting choice. It is not, it's not really glossy paper. It's a little thick, it's smooth, but it's a little on the coarse side. But it's made this book very light. It looks like it would be a heavy book, but it isn't. So, interesting choice of paper stock. I think you'll either like it or hate it, to be honest with you. Here's a classic cover of Batman number 251. I love this cover. I actually have a poster of it. I liked it so much. So it's nice to have that issue in book form. The art is by various artists, various writers, so it depends on what you like. This one was done by Bob Haney and Jim Aparo. Bob Haney did a lot of the Brave and the Bold issues, and Jim Aparo did a lot of the artwork for the Brave and the Bold. I like Jim Aparo's version of Batman. I think he did a great job. There's another cover, Brave and the Bold number 118. Okay, here is the first issue of the Joker series. It was written by Denny O'Neil and art by Irv Novick and Dick Giordano. Edited by Julia Schwartz. So it's great to have this series in here. I remember this from the 1970s. I really liked it. Wasn't a long-lasted title, obviously, since it only lasted 10 issues. But it's classic. You gotta have it. There's some more, another cover. I guess it just didn't sell well enough for only 10 issues. I'm not sure of the history, but I've seen them in comic book shops, back issues, and gone through those before. So I really like having them collected all together. I don't have to search out specific issues. I don't really collect separate issues of comics like I used to. I go for the omnibuses and the hardcovers, the Marvel Masterworks, things like that. I prefer books, but I'm older now. I'm not a kid anymore, and I don't want long boxes of comics taking up room in my house. It's much nicer to have the books on a shelf. And that may be blasphemous to some of you folks who collect comics, but that's just the way I feel. I'm actually more interested in the stories than I am the actual issues and owning copies of the issues. Here's another classic Batman cover. Detective Comics Sign of the Joker. I believe this is the little Joker fish issue, if I'm correct. Maybe I'm wrong. I think I'm wrong. Shows what I know. It's been a long time, so forgive me. But for those of you that are interested, yes, the classic Joker fish issue is in here. There's Wonder Woman and Etrigan the Demon. Boy, I really like these covers. The art is very well done in each issue. It looks to me like they've cleaned up the pictures, and it looks like they've done a nice restoration of them. Now, here's issue number 526. It's Batman's 500th appearance. I remember owning this issue as a kid. Really enjoyed it. It's a good issue. Highly recommend it. If you haven't read it before, give it a read. Great memories here for me. You'll have to forgive me. I'm on a nostalgia kick. What do you folks think? Do you like that they've done a compilation of these? Was it necessary, or was it just a cash in for the Joker movie that came out about the same time as this book? Personally, I think it's nice. I'm glad they did it. I don't really care what the reasoning is, but they've done a nice job. So let's take a look at some of the extras, see if there's any extras in here. And honestly, it doesn't look like there's any extras. Nope, the only extra on here is this. If DC did a handbook of the DC universe, this would be it. It's a history of the Joker. That's it. That's your only extra. So if you're an extras fan, you're going to be disappointed. But given how big this book is and how many issues they've included, I think it's a fine issue. A fine issue of a book, excuse me. So let's put this back in the... Let's put the cover back on. And there you go. The Joker, the Bronze Age Omnibus. Hope you enjoyed this review. Let me know if you liked it. Let me know if you plan on picking this book up and what you think of it when you've read it. And thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time. See you soon. Bye.